Wrong place, wrong time, and I got shot 4 times.
It was my grandma's birthday. I came out outside and then I got shot in the head.
I think the worst part is just the idea of seeing that gun in his face.
That's when we heard like 4 to 5 gunshots.
All I remember telling her at that point was, "Baby, please don't leave me. I need you."
She never regained conscious. She was gone, like instantly.
How bad could hell be? If this is what's going on, killing and raping and robbing and just, this must be it.
I just want to ask that question, why did you shoot Elwin, my grandson?
He was playing quarterback, running back, defensive back, running back, kickoffs, punts. It was real that, yeah, we got one. I told him myself, man, you're the total package. Coaches started coming. Stanford came to LA High. Texas was there. Rutgers called me personally. This is just too good. This is just perfect. Everything is set for you. You're gonna have a good life. I was really happy for him. He was murdered 35, 40 steps from where he was at to the front door. I mean, he was there. I'm sure he probably felt, hey, I'm home. I'm on my street. This is where I was born at. I was raised on this street. He didn't think that he would be murdered on that street.
Just to see the one you love shot in the head, it's horrible, just so horrible. And to be there when he was born and to be there when he was murdered, it just was a horrible, horrible time.
Jazz didn't even see him till it was like, bam, too late. Came from behind some vans with a hood over his head. 18th Street, hardcore gang banging, shot him in the head, killed him. We decided to wear white and try to make it as festive, but it didn't work. It was just pretty much the worst day of my life. To sit there over a casket and you seeing your baby in there, you're like, damn, what the hell is this? What do we have kids for? I mean, why are we sacrificing as parents and we have no control over someone killing them? In the meantime, we have an obligation to make sure your kids ain't getting, oh, come on, you know how bad I feel? I'm so embarrassed. It's the worst feeling.
It just seemed like I felt that shot. I felt the pain, the wound when he got shot. My name is Helen Glee, and my grandson Elvin was murdered in his own yard. He was shot. He was 17. Well, I moved in the neighborhood in 1991. I was welcome to the neighborhood. They called me Mama Helen, and I always had a yard full of kids. And I loved them, and they loved me back. But I know those gangs start moving in, the Crips and then the Bloods. He wasn't out there gang banging. He was in his yard lifting weights. He was there at night at 8 o'clock. I heard some shots. A machine gun or something, just shooting. From the time he was shot up until the time he went to the hospital, I was in and out. Sometimes I was okay and sometimes I wasn't there. I just wasn't there. I was just in another world. Another world. And I don't know how I did the funeral. He stayed in the morgue for almost 4 weeks until we could raise the money to bury him. So we had 2 car washes, and we got most of the money for From that to bury Edwin, the funeral home costs, the cemetery costs, the casket, everything. I don't think we'll never get over it. It's been a year. It still hurts. It never stops.
Llamamos a la ambulancia y nunca llegó.
We called the ambulance and they never arrived. I got him, I put him in my car, and drove him to the hospital.
Nunca pensé que eso le iba a pasar a mis hijos y enfrente de mi casa. Y lo empezamos a limpiar y no miramos nada. Y luego le empezó a salir sangre de aquí. Yo levanté su pelo y yo le miré un hoyo en su cabeza y él se estaba poniendo muy blanco. Antes del accidente.
Before Josue's accident, the kids would come out to play a lot more. Now they play, but they don't stay out late.
Era un niño más tranquilo.
Before the shooting, he was a calm boy. He played well with his siblings. He was happier. Much happier. Now after the shooting, he gets very angry. He became hyperactive. He would throw things. He fights with his siblings a lot. He's more scared now. With any little thing, he gets more scared. He has to sleep with his sister.
When she got shot, my life changed. I just felt that it should have been me instead of my kid. I just felt she didn't deserve it. I wish I could have took her pains away from her. I wish I could have switched places with her. I would have been laying in the bed instead of her. All the needles, all the blood drawn, all the IV, just all the pain she went through. I just wish it was me. I would have took it for her, you know. If I could have, I would have took it for her. My kid wasn't a gangbanger. She was a regular little kid coming from school with her uniform on. I just felt she didn't deserve it. So I just felt like it was my fault. If I just made her stay in the house, this wouldn't have happened to her.
The only thing I could think of was, God, please let me die right now. I have a baby inside of me. It's not my time to go. Could you imagine being up one day and then your legs being taken away the next? Gunshots went off and I ran. Like my heart just jumped as soon as I stepped on the doorstep and reached for the door handle. I got shot. And I'm thinking in the back of my mind, like, I'm 3 months pregnant. My baby has to survive. She has to make it. Like, I have to get through this. And no one else can get through it but me. When the doctor came in there and said, we've read your results over the x-ray. You're expected to be paralyzed for the rest of your life, and you won't walk again. Most of all, I love my kids. They are my encouragement, and they're the only things that keep me going from day to day. It just takes me a little bit longer and a little bit more effort to deal with them now. Before I got shot, me and my husband, we always used to go 50-50 on everything. And now I find him taking on more responsibility, find him taking the role over and accepting it as what it is. Yeah, my kids, they ask a lot of questions about, am I gonna ever get up and walk again with them? Can we go to Disneyland? When they ask things like that, it really takes a toll on me. My daughter, she was born on November 16, 2007. And I named her Miracle. Both of us really actually are a miracle because my life was in danger just as much as she was. And both of us are still here.
My son was murdered by an illegal alien from Mexico that was in the custody of the LA County. They let him out on a Saturday night, no supervision, nobody called ICE. When he got out into the neighborhood, he murdered my son. Now, you can't put no spin on that because that's what happened. We're trying to get 76,000 signatures to put Jamil's Law on the ballot. We want the illegal alien gang members to be deported.
And it gave us all an opportunity to try to make something good come from this horrible murder.
It doesn't matter to me if nobody likes me to hate my guts. So what? You know, I got things to do. I got a little bit of time left. I'm 49 years old. I might be dead tomorrow. I want to be able to say, I did my part for you, Jazz, you know. Thomas, my youngest son, he wants to be a football player. He's got it. He has everything. I look at him, look just like Jazz. Sometimes I look at him, it's like, man, they're so close. He's going to be the same way. You know, it's in his blood. I take him to practice. We do everything the same I did with Jazz, except for I don't put that much emphasis on if you do this stuff, this won't happen. Just be happy about today. You live for the moment. You hope for tomorrow, but you live for today. That's all you can do.
I want to keep my niece's memory alive by me changing my life, going back to school so I could get back to the second generation Cambodian that they're lost right now.
People telling me you're gonna be okay. I know I'm gonna be okay, but don't rush me to be okay. I'm still going through things.
Espero que... I hope that what happened to him won't affect him in the future. That he can do what he wants to do. He wants to be a fireman.
I still tell people till this day, it's been 3 years, I'm still here, I'm still standing regardless of how bad it's done me, I still made it through.
And I will forgive them. I have forgave them. But I just want to ask one question. Why? Why would you hurt us like this? What if it's your family? Why?